The number one show I know that we all agree on is Break the Bank with X, Lerk, and Dion.
So, welcome back to another episode of the Break the Bank podcast with the homie Charles once again. This time, gotta talk Shogun. Didn't watch it in time for us to talk about it on Monday, which works out well because now we got more to talk about. Another episode dropped yesterday. First off, you was ahead of me, so I just want to backtrack a little bit. Episode 6 was wild. Episode 6 was wild. The shit like the first thing that stood out to me, like I caught myself thinking about this shit and having to rewind the show because I was really like lost in thought about the shit for a little minute. But Brothel's really been a part of damn near every culture since the beginning of time, bro.
That's why they call it the oldest profession.
Yeah, like what was it, Richard Pryor in
No, it's just
Harlem Nights? That he was like the oldest job in the world is pussy. That's one thing that's always gonna sell.
that was the first thing that was the first thing that was for sale.
Yeah. Yo, that shit, like, I was just, I'm like, damn, yo, even in feudal Japan, they had brothels. They called them tea houses, but that shit, the whole reason why that even came up is Toranaga really, like, the way, like, dudes really been wired the same since the beginning of time. Like, we always thinking about some buns. The way son is like, yo, can I get my ship and leave, blah, blah. It's like, get the fuck out of here. You ain't going nowhere. And then says, yo, send him to the brothel. He's like, yo, I'm not gonna give him what he wants, but send him to the brothel to ease his mind. Like, how you use a piece of pussy to get the dude to calm down and forget about what he really wants in life. Like, that was just hilarious to me. That shit had me crying. But one major thing I noticed in episode 6. Tell me if you agree with this. He started losing support of his men then. Like, you already had one dude that's like low key being shady, going behind your back, but you losing the support of everybody because you keep treating this white boy better and better. And like not only are you treating him good, but you're treating him better than a lot of your own people. Now you have reason. They acting like fucking idiots. And you know you can't trust two of them. But the more you keep doing for this white dude, like between the protecting him, giving him the Hamamoto status, right? I believe that's how you say it. And then you gave him control of the army.
Yeah.
Well, the regiment anyway. Like
Yeah.
I could see it in their faces, bro. They getting tight to the point where you might get a little rebellion out of them.
Well, I don't agree with like why they're mad. One, those are his cannons, by the way.
Say that again.
Those are his cannons. Those are cannons from his ship. So those are his cannons. So I'm not mad at him being in the cannon regiment because those are his cannons. Remember, he was the one who said they shoot better. So
He's the one
he
that
was.
taught them how to use them.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why I don't really trip off him having that. As far as like what you're saying about that, like I think that, and you'll see it happens more in episode 7, but I think Toranaga is overplaying the hand of like that whole like keeping everything close to the vest and not letting nobody know what he's up to. That's what I think that's the cause of like that more so than how he's treating him. I think people are just like, bro, you gonna like the whole last episode 7 is, bro, you gonna tell us? You gonna say something? You gonna speak up? You gonna let us know what you're thinking? And
Like
so
even his son started stepping out of line again. Well, in his face because he was stepping out of line behind his back already. But
step one too many times. That steps got him in trouble.
I mean, we could just jump straight into episode 7 after that. That was the perfect segue. You keep going about how you feel about that.
Busted this shit wide open. I mean, it was just like the irony that motherfucker was talking the whole episode about catching the body. And as soon as he went to go catch one, caught a body.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. That shit caught me by surprise. Like I'm sitting there And I'm watching it. I watched it this morning too. I didn't even watch it last night. I watched it this morning before I went to work. And I'm at the edge of my seat like this. Like, yo, he's really about to catch his first body and it's gonna be his uncle.
Right.
And then he slips and dies. I was like, nah, son really just died. And then the uncle started talking mad shit. I ain't gonna. I like the uncle's character. I like the uncle's character. That's the guy right here. The guy right here behind me.
Nah, he was good people. He like because he seemed like in a different show he'd have been the one. But he like, man, business is business, bro. Like they ain't really give me no choice.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. Like I don't like what he did. Like he's a sherm. Like you betrayed your brother. Like you betrayed your family over fucking political status. Like that's crazy. But his character was very entertaining though.
And
Very.
his drip was crazy.
Yeah. Son had swag. Son had swag. Like his helmet is cut off in the picture, but his helmet was fire. My son had the Gandalf the white helmet. He was swaggy for a feudal nigga.
He was out there, man. Shit. We put that white robe saved him. That's what the white robe saved him at the end.
That's a fact. So how'd you feel about his betrayal, that whole scene?
I mean, it would have been too easy. I mean, it's a TV show, so I mean, it would have been too easy for his brother to just come join forces and save the day. So I definitely like the way they set it up, the way he came, pretty much came all the way into camp before he told him that, and then told the story. Did like a flashback at the beginning too. I want to say that, but and then him bringing back to that story of him beheading the guy at the beginning of the thing and stuff like just that whole like little flip right there. That whole scene was good.
That scene was fire to me.
Like they was laughing at the first story, and then the second one was like, "Oh, well, damn, all right." Like,
yo, so I'm glad you brought up that part though. How he waited till he got all the way into the city, cause when they first pulled up on each other and they met in the forest, when they first pulled up, I thought he was staticky. I thought he wanted all the smoke when he first pulled up.
They ain't seen each other either, so I didn't know if it was static because of that or
yeah. So they never told they implied that there was beef between them, but they never said why. Right. So when the way they first pulled up with, they like 20 feet away from each other. It was like that first time Toranaga pulled up to Osaka.
Right.
And everybody was at the top and they just talking from mad far away. So when he first pulled up, like he looked like he was ready for war. He even started talking shit about his army, made a little joke. But then they embraced, showed love, and he really gassed it like he was on his side without him even making a formal proposal.
Right.
And then I knew shit was going left the moment he was like, yo, why we waiting until tomorrow to talk? Let's talk now.
Oh, yeah, no. He had to look on.
Because when he was in the forest, he said, all right, tomorrow we going to talk business. Tonight we going to eat and drink. And he said, yo, that sounds great to me. I'm paraphrasing, obviously. And then mid-dinner, he's like, fuck that. Let's talk business now. And then he told the story being disrespectful to him.
Mm-hmm.
The way he set it up, though, made it even more fire. How they really locked down the whole perimeter, pulled up inside the gates and was shutting different segments down so nobody could get out. And then he's like, all right, so can't really help you. I already agreed to bring you in. So what's up? Like he did it real smooth. And then the whole the writing, impeccable. Impeccable. I love a good show with great dialogue.
I have a sneaking suspicion this is all still part of the plan.
So I was talking to somebody earlier. And it was a pain management doctor at my job, actually. I put him on the Shogun, so we be talking about it. He'd come to my job like every 2 weeks. We'd be talking about the show. So he told me the same thing. And he's like, yo, I think that they really working with each other, and this is all part of the plan.
I don't know if they're working with each other, but I know I think Toranaga being back inside of Osaka is part of the plan.
Oh no, that for a fact is definitely a part of the plan. Especially after I saw the preview to the next episode. You ain't see the preview? So what made me feel like there's more to this, like he's not just getting caught slipping. Not well, one for starters, he agreed to turn himself in.
Nice.
When he made it clear in the previous episode, he made it very clear. I'm going to protect. He made it clear since day one, but right at the end of the previous episode, when he said we're gonna reach out to my brother to see if he's gonna help us, he made it very clear. No matter what happens, my job is to protect that little kid.
Right. Yep.
So him being in Osaka is just him getting closer to Ochiba no Kata and the air. And we could get into Ochiba in a second, but remember when what's Shorty's name? Jin or something like that? Shorty that runs the brothel. That she asked for a stick of time.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm gonna start putting people on sticks of time, by the way. That shit is crack. I'm about to start really man.
In New York, I can't get away with that.
I love to put anybody on stick of time. That should be
every time I say that, it's gonna be like, hey, yo, you want a what? That's what I'm gonna deal with. But that was a fire bar right there.
If I had kids, that's how I pull them into the room, man. I just want to talk to you real quick. Stick of time.
Yo, the way she walked off though, and she was like, yo, anyway, what do I know? I'm just a old whore, and my stick of time is up anyway, and walks off on the nigga. But while she was talking to him, she's sitting there bowing there talking to him, and she's asking him about holding her down in the future, and he said, "The future is not long for all of us," or something like that. The future will be long for all of us, and she's like, hold up, you think you're gonna die soon? I beg to differ because see me, I was thinking, how can you be so, huh?
She peaked a lot of shit. She hit like 3-4 points. You like, yeah, she on it. So that's why I said I listen to her.
But her shit was like, yo, but basically the gist of what she was saying to him is like, you got a reputation to being the master of trickery. And you got caught slipping like this. It's something that was so obvious and so sloppy. Like, I don't believe you. There gotta be more to this. You got something up your sleeve that you not letting everybody else know. But what the fuck do I know? I'm just a whore.
Yep.
So her saying that and peeping game and the fact that they like you don't get a monologue in any show for no reason.
Right.
And everything she was saying was crucial to what happened in that episode already and the future of the king of the realm.
Right.
So I'm convinced there's more like he wants to be in Osaka. This isn't how he wanted things to unfold originally, but he's already adapted to what's going on. And then before that, I can't remember if it was this episode or episode 6, but Ochiba no Kata. When she was talking to Ishido. And she's like, yo, y'all don't know the warrior y'all going up against. I know who y'all dealing with. Y'all clearly don't know who y'all dealing with, and he's going to kill all of y'all.
Yeah.
I can't have that. So I'm with you to an extent about this is all a part of the plan. There's more to this, right? But at the same time, I don't know, bro. Like a part of me feels like maybe Toranaga doesn't know how much she's really pulling the strings because he knows she's involved. He made that clear when he was talking to Maroki. And or Mariko, whatever her name is. And he was like, yo, you knew her growing up. why she want war with us, and then they had that whole conversation.
I think, but that man know the truth about. I think he knows something that nobody else know though. Are we sure that that's the Tycho's kid?
Yo, that's what I thought she was getting at, bro.
I think that's why she won't be. Because he probably the only one who know that.
But I think that's what she was getting at when she said, "Oh, that." Well, I thought that's where she was going with it when she was talking to Ishido, and she was like, "Yo, not even the nun chick could get her pregnant. They put her through mad stuff. She endured mad shit and couldn't get pregnant until she condemned fate to look her in the eyes, just so
Yep.
she could scratch them out." And
And the
I'm
Tycho had hundreds of courtesans before her, and couldn't get
yeah,
none of them
like
pregnant.
that's why I thought she was going with that. I thought she was about to tell him like that's somebody else's kid, but she didn't. So I'm not no to answer your question. I'm not entirely sure that that's the Tycho's kid,
But
but
to answer the she got beat with Toranaga question, I'm saying that might be the answer.
no. But she remember she said her beef with she said what her beef with Toranaga was. She
I think
could be
that's the,
lying.
I don't think that's the beef.
So you think she was lying about her reason? Because do you remember what she said?
That's something to do with her dad, right?
She said she basically blamed Toranaga for getting her pops killed.
Yeah, that means, and I'm sure it's going to come down to that story. That's not what happened, because that's always what happens when people tell some story they didn't actually get.
Yeah, she said like everybody knows who killed her pops because she said the dude name, which was weird because she said the same dude name that she said was the same dude that they showed Toranaga kill when he was young.
Oh, okay.
That was the same dude. It was Gensu or something like that. But the dude that had surrendered, cut his stomach open, and Toranaga chopped his head off is the
Yep.
same dude that she said killed her pops. So that's a little confusing to me.
Uh,
But she said he killed her pops, but Toranaga's the one that planted. So I don't know if she's just being deceptive or what, because she is a manipulator. That chick is dangerous.
yeah. Yeah.
She's dangerous. She remind me of Cersei from Game of Thrones. Tell me you saw Game of Thrones.
Yeah. AirPods cut out for 2 seconds.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, nah. Like I'm interested to see. Like I said, everybody at the beginning of the show it expanded. Everybody left Osaka. Now everybody's coming back. So um
Oh,
should be lit.
you say you didn't. You say you didn't. Wait, was there anything else I wanted to bring up about? Oh, there's one more thing I gotta say before we could talk about the preview of the. I'm gonna bring up the preview, or you can say what you think is gonna happen in the next episode. But yo, bro, you don't think they was a little bit too comfortable being in the water naked with each other?
As a man who has spent many a time in a locker room, uh,
Bro, they was chilling in a hot spring. All
yeah,
right, so you just compared it to you spending a lot of time in the locker room, right?
I'm just saying, like, I'm not that
Let me
uncomfortable
put
being
it
naked.
let me put it something more closer to the environment they were in.
Right.
Would you be chilling in the jacuzzi naked with a bunch of dudes?
Okay, so I will explain this. So when I played ball in Germany, we used to work out of a health club. There was a certain part in the health club that beyond that point was all nudity. At a certain point in the health club. So I mean, at a certain point, if you wanted to go back there to the spas and the saunas and all the stuff that was back there, you had to be naked. So
Right now, would you chill with your homies in a jacuzzi naked, no chicks?
no, I have an iPhone, and they are in feudal Japan.
Yeah, bro.
So he had the little sat thing in the front and the back.
No,
They
you
had the
talking about the first time. You talking about the first time.
yeah.
You see, that was different already, but that was him. They went there to take baths. And then he pulled up and was like, "Oh, there's not enough for all of us." And then he had the little Native American cloth in front of him.
That's what I'm saying. That
I
was
and but then his nephew and Toranaga's son
when it was in the joint.
is just chilling there like this. Son had his leg up. Son had his leg up because he had his arm on his knee.
This is what you want to spend your time talking about today.
And he's sitting 3 feet away from it, like just complaining about his father.
That's the definition of a different era, a different time.
Yeah, that shit. I was just like, nah, yo, y'all a little bit too comfortable. But last thing, that was supposed to be the last thing, but something just popped in my head again. Do you think that Toranaga knew about the assault, or was that just them doing their own thing when they pulled up to the brothel like that?
I definitely think that's on their own accord.
Okay. Now, episode 8. Where does it wait? Did you watch the original show?
The one from the 80s now.
Did you read the book?
Nope.
All right, perfect. What do you think is gonna happen in the next episode?
They're going to Osaka. I think I read like I saw on they're like because I know like episode 9 is actually called Crimson Sky. So I know like they're going to Osaka, or at least they're going to be on their way there. And like, I don't think this is gonna be like this is gonna be a setup episode. I would say like I feel like we've been moving these last 2 episodes. Shit's been kind of like progressing. I feel like this episode is just gonna be a lot of like walking and like a lot of the dudes that I don't find interesting on the show, i.e., the other regions, doing a lot of talking. All the regions is trash. All the other regions is trash. They boring as hell.
Yo, when Son got bodied though,
Yeah.
that was fire. I was mad that they didn't show it, but I understand you in time constraints. But so in the preview of episode 8, this is one of the reasons why I feel like this is still part of the plan. What's going on? They show a clip of Toranaga asking Mariko, are you ready to finally play your role or fulfill your purpose? Hold on. I'm gonna tell you right now what he said. Cause I even tried to make this my background, but I realized I was blocking the caption, so it made no point. He said, "Now, are you ready to do your part?" And he's been manipulating her since the first episode.
Yeah. I mean, Lady Ochiba's her homegirl, so maybe that's what that'll be.
Yeah, so he said, "Now you ready to play your part?" They already in Osaka at this point.
That's what I'm saying though. She know that maybe she ain't seen her in a while. Who knows?
No, she hasn't though. Cause remember, he was like, "Yo, you knew her as a kid." He said, "Yo, you knew her as a kid. Why is she waging? Why is she acting like this? Like, why is she like want a war with us?" And she said, "When I knew her, she went by a different name, and I haven't seen her since then."
Yeah, so I see what I think that right there is a play to me.
And he been really. If there's anybody he's dug his claws into, it's her.
Right.
It's her, especially with this last episode when he told her, um, what he told her, he said that you had to know that this was all part of your father's plan. Like the whole reason why he forced you to marry this motherfucker was so that you can live long enough to um avenge him. But before that, you was telling her, translate for me until I don't need you to translate for me no more, and I'll let you kill yourself. So like he's yo, I fuck with him though. Toranaga's that dude.
The last thing on my end that I didn't realize. So I didn't realize that Fuji's husband is Buntaro's brother.
Fuji's husband.
Is Buntaro's brother.
Which one's Fuji?
What's called the barbarians. courtesan.
No. You got it wrong. Buntaro is so the old dude is like her uncle. The old dude
She said grandfather when he
is
came
her
in.
is her uncle or grandfather.
She said grandfather when he came in. That's what. And
Yeah,
then
so he's her grandfather and
yeah,
he's Buntaro's father.
yes. So then like
Her husband wasn't his son.
yeah, you.
She's his
Buntaro,
granddaughter.
his Buntaro's brother was the nigga he was talking bad about, and that's why he said when he said the swords was disgraced and all that other shit.
Oh, that's her father.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Buntaro's her uncle though. That's I was getting the saying I was to say.
Oh,
Buntaro's her uncle.
Buntaro's her uncle. Yeah, because he's the grandfather. So her father was Buntaro's brother.
Yeah, and Mariko takes after her because it's technically her niece. That's all I was saying.
Wait, so because now it sounds like Mariko and Fuji are related.
They are. That's her niece.
Because through marriage. But
Yes.
remember, Mariko's father was killed for quote unquote treachery.
Yeah, but that's what I'm just saying. But she married into their family, and yeah,
So her father, they don't got the same father though.
no.
Both their
But she,
fathers are just killed on some bullshit.
that's what these niggas die on some bullshit every day. Apparently, they die over pheasants.
Yeah. What Rico said and paid in full, niggas died every day, B.
Die every day.
In feudal Japan, that was a reality. So I think episode 8 is going to be a lot of talking.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be, this is going to take us back to the beginning when Toranaga first left Osaka and left his mans behind. When he left his mans behind, they was plotting to try to get the Christians to defect, the Christian region to defect from Ishido.
Yeah.
Now he's going back.
Oh yeah, they did say that in episode 6, and we didn't even see them in episode 7.
Yeah, and then remember, no, we did. Remember, episode 6, you talking about the other regions?
No, I'm talking about the church dude.
Yeah, so look, wait, was it episode 6 that Sun got bodied or 7?
6.
All right, so yeah, we didn't see him in episode 7, but if we go back to, so fast forward from the beginning where he left his man to try to get him to defect, right?
Yeah.
Episode 6, they was at the play.
Yeah.
And at the play, him and the one that gets bodied at the end was talking about, oh, maybe we followed the wrong person.
Yeah.
Even before that, the Christian pastor, one of the fathers, was talking about how maybe it's time to think about
That's what I'm talking about.
in Toranaga. So shit's already like everything's already been in motion. And now that we didn't see them in episode 7, but in episode 6, Sun gets killed.
Yeah. Oh, you know what the play might be? We gotta go on this because we're gonna deep hole this. We're gonna be fucking wormhole this for pause as long as we can. But if they get the 2 Christian ones and his brother, they can't vote to impeach him. So maybe they'll go all the way to where they get to vote to impeach him, and they can't fucking impeach him because he got more votes on the other side.
So now, because remember, now they got to vote again.
Yeah, and just because he brought him in, I mean, he got to vote against him.
And now the Christian dude is probably gonna feel some type of way because that was his man's. He knows that Ishido is lying about how he died.
Yeah.
So now it's like now he defects, and now it's like, all right, do I just fuck with Toranaga?
Right.
Toranaga's about to be in Osaka.
Yeah.
He gets to Osaka, he convinces him, like that's the final plays. Mariko work on Ochiba no Kata? Oshiba no Kata, and I'm gonna work on the region. Because now the brother's gonna pull up. The brother pulling up is gonna be the 5th person.
Yeah, exactly. He said I bring him in. He didn't say, nigga, I'm gonna give you up. I ain't gonna vote for you.
The brother might still rock with. He still might rock with him. But even if the brother rock with him or not, I don't think the Christian is gonna vote for Ishido this go around.
I just, at the end of the day, as long as he get to wear that fire ass Shogun mask at the end of the show, it's gonna all be worth it. Because that shit, when the Shogun mask pops up at the end of the opening credits, I'm like,
so fire.
he need to put that shit on. I can't wait till Toranaga, if he I know at the end, I'm pretty sure that's what happens. It's
I
history.
hope so. I'm gonna be so tight if he don't.
But like, I need to see him rocking that shit because that mask is fire.
And you know what? This is the Shogun is really supposed to be about like the last Shogun, right? So maybe this is how like that whole feudalism shit ends because he never wanted that title in the first place. Like he keeps making it clear throughout all of this. I don't want no parts of this, bro. I think the heir either that he's gonna win this whole war, and then the heir's gonna get killed in the midst of it, or the heir's just not gonna want no parts of this shit either. Like,
Right.
and then whatever happened in Japanese culture after that is how it transitioned. But bro, I'm looking forward to episode 8. I can't wait to episode 9 though, because I know that it's titled Crimson Sky. So the fact that it's titled Crimson Sky lets me know that one, not everybody is gonna be pulling up to Osaka at the same time. And two, Toranaga and the main people in his army is gonna make it past episode 8.
Yeah.
But I still want to see how he reacts to his son dying. I feel like he's not like he's gonna be mad at his son and say that's what he got what he deserved type shit.
Yep.
Like this is what you get for not listening to me, being so impatient and stupid. Like you would have thought you learned your lesson with the last motherfucker, but no. That's how I feel like Toranaga's gonna react. I don't know. Cause
Also, he talking about his first kill. He cut that dude's head off after the cannon.
but he ain't kill him though.
I guess. Put him out as nigga though.
He not the one that fired the cannon. He don't get that kill.
Okay. I mean, okay.
I understand what you saying. I forgot all about that. I'm just trying to justify it and play devil's advocate because I forgot all about that. Who gets the kill? The person that gets the last shot, or the person that
if your dad shoots a deer,
damage?
if your dad shoots a deer, nigga, you gotta go shoot like put the headshot in him or fucking slit the deer's throat. You did it.
You killed, right? Like yeah, both got the kill.
Okay.
Yeah, he caught a body already. I guess he really died with a body, and maybe the writers forgot. I don't know.
Anyway.
It's mad windy out here. It's raining like crazy, but I guess we could wrap it up there, right? Got to do this again for the next episode, though.
We locked in. I'll be back. I'm here.